Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In this video we're going to be taking a little look at a new mod for the Class 380. It is the Class 380 sound mod from issue 165. Now personally I didn't think the one, I want to say 158 then, but the 380 really needed a sound mod, but I've had a very brief little listen to the pack in the trailer that comes on the site. I've had it in for a few days and I've only just got round to actually taking it for a drive, so sit back, relax for the next 24 minutes or so and join me for a drive with this new sound mod. I will put a link in the description. Do have a look down below. It will be there for you to pick up and download if you're a PC player for Train Sim World. And it's as simple as that. Download it and install it into your DLC folder as you do with any other mods. I'm going to drive to Papa 02 Glasgow Central to Newton. We're just going to have a listen to see what's new really with this one. We'll go through what the site says on TS Community in the blurb and all that as we get going. Yeah, let's get into it. So I can hear some different sort of humming going on with the electrical equipment. Yeah, I can definitely hear there's different sort of pitches as we go along. Sounds like the air conditioning unit HVAC's fired up there. Now, whether these are new sounds or not, I don't quite know. Let's have a look. Just trying to see if there's anything on the site that says anything about the HVAC. Can't really pinpoint anything just by skimming, but I'll have another look at a bit. But maybe they are new. I don't know. Right. First, I think the AWS sounds are the same. Horn's different. Right. Are we going to do door sounds? We do. That's definitely new. I like that. Everyone's all getting, but I bet I'm causing a bit of a blockage here. Sorry all. Right, we can open. We've opened the doors. We can shut the doors, so I say. Oh, sorry. Oh, you just missed it. You're staying on. Also, just note that the 158 obviously is released, and that is now featuring in the timetable for Cathcart Circle. That is mainly AI. I think there's like one service that lobs into as well, where you can do a short run from the depot. Is it Shields Depot or something? I can't quite remember the name of it. Right, I'm not going to bother faffing about with any of that. I think the lights are on though. Nope, my lights aren't on. They are now. I'm going to get the windows open after I've played with the doors. Sometimes the click points are a pain. I think they're different window sounds as well, which is nice. Buzzer. That's the same. I don't think that's changed. Don't think any of the clicky sounds on the buttons have changed. I think they're all the same. I think mainly what we're experiencing in this pack is mainly new, like traction audio and stuff like that. So let's get moving. I'm going to go into a better location so we can hear externally first of all. One thing that annoys me with the game is the collisions. You can never get the camera to sit where you want it to. There's a lot of new flange audio being added to this pack as well. I believe that's something like 60 new flange sounds. So you're going to get a lot of differences. It definitely does sound a lot better already. And I mean, it's already good. I can see there's a lot of different stuff being added to this. I think if anything, it just extends on how well it already did sound. You can really hear those UFO sounds in the motors. You can hear the whine as well on the traction motors when they get going. I mean, that's more prominent. You'll hit the hissing and stuff on the brakes when you put them on and release them. It's hard to get going in because it's like 25 mile an hour. Gotta be very careful. Don't want flying it around corners as well. It's definitely improved. It's improved something that didn't really need improving in my opinion, but it's making it even better. It's fantastic. It's nice seeing 158s as well now. Just adds a little bit extra to the already busy variety of trains. So I'm just going to go through this. So the Zero UK is Siemens Mobility UKI's first time. The Zero UK is Siemens Mobility UKI's first time bringing their commuter rail concept as a platform over to the United Kingdom. Its name signifies the uniqueness in its design just to serve Britain's railways, and has now made it as far as a debut in the Trains and World franchise as a drivable model train. These multiple units make the most of Siemens industrial engineering by capitalising on the Krefeld and Erlangen's ongoing vehicle control unit, which is the VCU technology SIBAS. It's very technical, this is. It probably doesn't make any sense by the way I'm reading it. The power management system functions as a traction and inverter control using the digital signal processors that tie into the 32-bit microprocessor SIBAS 32, as you may have heard. Also, we're stopping here. There are different versions of this container for different applications. It controls the converters so that they generate the correct waveforms by field-oriented control. Not only this, but it boasts of a real emphasis on the electromagnetic fashion. Armstrong Powerhouse called this the UFO sound, which is complete nonsense to say the least. Fair play. This method is called the periodic carrier frequency modulation, and it can be found in multiple trains across the world. The following mod here is to do Zero UK's traction drives the justice that they deserve to get the correct sounding as it can. So me saying you've heard this UFO sound is actually a load of rubbish. It's called the periodic carrier frequency modulation. Easy for you to remember and say, because it will be one that I'll probably forget, so I'll just call it UFO. But yeah, that is in a nutshell. Them door clunk sounds are nice. Horn's more beefy. The horn was good before, but I think it was a bit flat in some areas. Ooh, yeah, they're good. Some beefiness to that audio. I like it. As always, HU165 delivers. He never fails to deliver, to be honest. Do go and check out other sound mods from the developer. They really do add some immersion to your game. And the 700 one is a very good one as well, I will say.
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
Now I'm just going to lob myself out here a second because I just want to go and pick up the map. You know me, I'm always a stickler for going to get my collectibles if I see one. Oh, I don't want to sit there. Shut the door. Now I don't know. Whether there's any new audio inside the saloon. Potentially could well be some new audio here. We will go through the rest of the description anyway. Find out. So, next section on the write-up is called Truly Nailed Traction Audio. As the clock speed of IGBTs increase, the sub-timing errors become more apparent with undershoots and overshoots. Train sideband and the frequency carrier which has been added. Oh, hang on. There we go. Per my inductor recording for the Class 350, the 100 Hz periodic modulation of the carrier constricts of 0 Hz for tolerance of said sidebands before sync. So right, there's a link here for YouTube, so this is probably worth. When you go and have a look for this mod, go and have a read and see the links as well if you want to see what some of this means, because I really don't have a clue. It's rather technical, very technical. Basically, it's a technical right up here, and I think at this point I'm probably murdering talking through it because trying to make it flow, it's not going very well. Although what I will tell you is some of the new bits. So there's over 16 individual squeaks and squeals and squawks. One after the other is like no other on this. So each time you go around a bend, it's going to sound different, which is quite cool. You're going to get a good variety of audio going on bends. All flanges are taken directly from HU165's recordings with minimal editing. On top of this, there are 4 looping flange sounds in the background for very low speed, slow speed, moderate speed, and high speed rolling. I'm going to put my headset on charge here, but it's running out. You won't be able to hear that, but I can hear it beeping at me. Included are the suspension creaks for the old Siemens SF5000 commuter rail bogie types with the D0, which were recorded from a Class 380. There's new running recordings, as usual. Been able to add many more detailed running recording taken from the Class 380. There are also separate interior and exterior recordings added in. Yeah, it's the same number of sounds as with the Class 377, 385 and 801, etc. It's a standard mix, reusable mix, fair enough. Some stuff I might have heard before, but again it just adds a lot more to this pack. Remix miscellaneous noises, these are all include stuff such as like the fans, the HVAC, so yeah, there is HVAC stuff. So these are the proper 380 recordings. There are a variety of sounds which have random chance of playing high-speed fan sounds, low-speed fan sounds, and delays in the fan starting. That's both in the cab and saloon. Various door alarm sounds have been recorded, so there's a random chance of playing new speakers, worn-out, damaged speakers with separate interior and exterior recordings. So I presume different door sounds when opening each time you play they might sound different. That's quite cool. A bit like the chance of having the old knackered AWS in here as well. This mod replaces and remixes the horn as well with new audio recordings of a greater reverb, which we've already picked up on. That's basically the write-up, without me continuing to try and murder on the technical part of there. Do read it though, if you want to have a little read while you're downloading on that first part, because it's quite technical, and I don't understand it all. So me trying to talk you through it and make it sound unflowy, it's probably not the best way of doing that. It's still beeping at me, but it's charging. It's weird. To be fair, my headset is on its last legs at the minute. It's all falling to pieces. Although I found out I can actually get some replacement headset bits for it. So the cups that go around your ear, you can actually pop them out and buy some replacements. So that's my next thing to do. Save me to go out and spend basically hundreds of pounds on a new headset, which I thought I might have had to do, but I found out that you can pop them out. So that's happy days, I suppose. Even though it's still an expense you can do without. Apologies also, there's been no stream for the last couple of days since doing this video. Well, actually, to be fair, there's not been a video for a while either. I've been that busy with work, but also this weekend just gone, it's been a pound, so I've not been very well. Bad headaches. So I've took myself away from doing some bits and pieces, just to have a bit of a break, really. We'll be getting back up on the sort of normal stuff again as we go along. Although it won't be this weekend coming because I'm away. So try and get a stream or two in just before I go away if I can, or at least one. We'll see how we go. Well, I'm only away for the long weekend, so just a well-earned, needed break for the Lake District. Some railway stuff thrown in there though, for good measure. We've got a trip to the Ravenglass miniature railway, and also to the Haverthwaite standard steam railway, along with I think a boat trip as well through to Windermere, which would be quite nice. So we might even get some footage to put together, and maybe get a video or something for the stream at least to show. So many new sounds on this. Tell you what, so it really is amazing what the modern community have managed to achieve this game. It really has come on leaps and bounds, especially in the audio department as well. It's great to see. I think without the modern community, this game probably would be quite still rather sterile. And the game has definitely got better anyway. But having the modding happen and be possible is a great thing. Well needed. A new wiper sound, that's a good question. No idea. I couldn't tell you. I can't even remember what the sound is like beforehand. Give it the beans while we've got a 50-mile-an-hour section. I'm just going to give it a beans for a minute. I'm just going to throw it in like full pelt till we get to this next station. Definitely a lot of difference in that. One thing that might be nice to see is a little bit of extra brake squeal when you come to a stop. Not really much other than that going on. Maybe they don't really squeak in real life. I don't know. I've not been on a 380, so I couldn't tell you if that was a thing that was happening with him or not. But for the sake of the game, it's always nice to have a little bit of brake squeal when you come to a stop. Let's give it the beans again. It does sound good. Pretty impressive. It's just a shame. I mean, again, I say this every time. I do wish that it weren't just for PC players, these mods. I do wish that consoles could somehow take advantage of getting them into their game. I think everyone should be able to benefit from this sort of stuff rather than just one platform. I do like that hum in the motors. as you get going. That definitely, I don't think was there originally, or anything as prominent as that anyway. It's definitely worthwhile grabbing this pack if you're on PT. Do head to the description below. If you're still here watching, of course, do go and have a gander. Take a look through issue 165's library as well, because it's got loads of sound mods for other trains in the game, especially for the UK side. I don't know if there's any American stuff or not. It's done, but definitely UK. It's a speciality. We definitely weren't going to get our time back on this run, but we ain't that bad. We weren't here really for an on-time drive. We're here to experience these sounds. Now, what I'm going to do is just have a sit down on the form here. Grab a quick drive off shot of these.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your ticket ready for inspection.
Next final stop is Newton. Get the beans for the last little bit. Let's go. Especially when we're going downhill. That sounds mint. I think the only times that I've ever been to the station in the game, I think only once out of all of them, I've had a train go past on the main line so far. But there we go, we've made it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this, do give it a like. Drop a subscribe if you haven't done already. Head to the description to go and download the pack. It's free of charge from the Train Sim Community website, along with many other fantastic mods. But yeah, until next time, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, as I say. And I'm just rambling on. Catch on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/TrainSim_TV. It usually Fridays and Sundays if I'm not ill, or any other excuse I can conjure up. But yeah, thank you, and for the time for just taking time to have a watch of this. Take care, and bye for now.